Right now, I'm at a high point over a power line. I followed a stone wall up to a bog below the power line. Then I continued up when I saw this bedrock outcrop right here. And I noticed something kind of interesting sitting on top of the bedrock. Starting with this one right here. There's a stone that is pointing downslope, and it's one of many stones pointing in the same direction. They're all pointing towards a notch, and that notch is a solstice alignment, which you can see here with the Sunseeker app. I took a screenshot of the direction of where all the stones are pointing to that notch. Is this man-made or some kind of natural phenomenon? Hard to say, but it's pretty interesting that the stonework led me up to this area, and this area is loaded with stones that are pointing towards that notch. And down here, some really good examples that could possibly be placed. They're propped up, like these ones right here. Here's another one. Again, it's hard to say if these are natural or man-made, but not too often that you find so many stones pointing in the same direction. You see right there, those are pointing same direction. Take it down. It's pretty slick up here. It's like a stream or some kind of natural spring going down this, and that feeds into the bog down below. But right here, these are the ones that caught my eye because that appears to be stacked. Again, hard to say. This could be a natural feature, but I don't know. With so much stonework in this area and having stacked stones like that with a stone that's pointing right towards that solar event, kind of leads me to believe that this is a possible ceremonial stone landscape, and this could be a sacred site with a connection to the underworld with the spring and the bedrock, the construction of the stone, connection to our world, and the connection to the sky world where the solar event happens right over the mountain over there. Right below that stonework that could possibly be aligned to this solar event over the mountain over there is this triangle stone right here. Again, hard to say if that's Native American or aftermath of clearing for the power line. But triangle boulders like that in ceremonial stone landscapes is very common, so I wouldn't put it past that being a part of the ceremonial stone landscape. That's the power line up there, and this is the boggy area below the power line and below that possible ceremonial stonework up above. And there's a stone wall right down here. I'll move a bit further down in this rocky, boggy area, and that's where the stone wall begins right there, right next to a spring, again, a connection to the underworld. This landscape right here is what the stone wall is sitting in that leads up the mountain to the bog that leads to the power line to the stonework above. And what's interesting about this stonework, there's a little gap in between it further up. I forgot to take a footage of it. I'm not going back up, so I apologize. But that gap is the Crown Point Road. The Crown Point Road was based off the old Indian Road, a road that was in use for at least 12,000 years because it's a natural passageway through the Green Mountains. So I just walked down the mountain following that stonework right there. It curves along this stream right here, and in front of this stonework is this peculiar looking boulder with a possible standing stone right behind it. And you see there's a gap in between. It looks like at one time this might have been sitting on top of the boulder, but it fell backwards. Again, hard to say if this is natural or man-made, but with the amount of serpent effigies in this area, this could be a serpent effigy. A common depiction of the great horned serpent is with feathers, and that could be like a headdress behind it. But this whole area is just filled with effigies like this. Serpent ones, there's one down there, and further up the road that way.